the Nintendo Switch 2 and Mario Kart, but likely also a new 3D Mario game later this year. Still, what else can we expect from Mario in 2025 and beyond the 40th anniversary of the first side-scroller? Let's go in depth after you leave a like, subscribe and press notification bell. We're going for 2025 likes in this big Mario anniversary year. Super Mario Bros. Wonder was at the end of the first look trailer, and we have a long list of Super Mario Nintendo Switch games that are backwards compatible on the Nintendo Switch 2, along with Nintendo Switch Online. At the same time, we need to make one thing clear. The 3D Mario team in Tokyo has nothing to do with the Mario Kart team in Kyoto. It's just that the Top Gear 24 racer graphical revolution is headed by producer Kosuke Yabuki, while the next jump for Mario is being prepared by producer Yoshiaki Koizumi, who might also be the producer of the Nintendo Switch 2 itself. And with that in mind, we know that his upcoming 3D Mario game will be special. By all indications, the title will be revealed in the upcoming Nintendo Switch 2 Direct on April 2nd. Koizumi will be present as he always is when a big new Mario project is introduced in any of Nintendo's big directs. At the same time, it begs the question, with the Nintendo Switch 2, will the Mario team go the same sequel route? That being Super Mario Odyssey 2, The Return of Cappy, or will they, with a new system generation, do what the Mario team do best? Go for a brand new concept and title. You know, like the 3D Mario team teased with Lake Lapcat in 2021's Bowser's Fury, the next level for Nintendo's second longest ongoing franchise after Donkey Kong. And since we're in the beginning of Super Mario's 40th anniversary, let's get one detail straight. It is celebrated from September 13th. Nintendo knows this well, as the 30th anniversary in 2015 was initiated by Super Mario Maker. Similarly, the 35th anniversary in 2020 started with 3D All-Stars in September that year. Since even with the 25th anniversary, we had the Super Mario All-Stars Limited Edition. And this is the thing, Nintendo always delivers a Super Mario release during the big anniversaries, and this one could be extra special, a brand new 3D Mario game. And I sincerely believe that this is what Nintendo is cooking up for us, but this time in upscaled 4K in either September or October this year. Let's remember, Super Mario Odyssey came out on October 27th, 2017. That is 8 years ago, with no new full 3D Mario game right after we entered the 40th anniversary. No worries though, Nintendo could reveal this 3D, upscaled 4K, and who knows open world, or at least open lands adventure by early April. The first realistic opportunity, apart from a reveal in a February Nintendo Direct, is with Mario Day on Monday, March 10th. Personally, I believe this will not be the stage, as Nintendo is probably keeping Nintendo Switch 2 announcements and definitely revealing the biggest upcoming titles for it in the April 2nd Direct. It is very likely that this game, Mario Kart, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, and whatever Zelda remaster/remake we end up with will be the games to demonstrate the power of the new system. Since DLSS, or Deep Learning Super Sampling, has been reported over and over again to bring Nintendo's biggest franchises to the impossible 4K, well, upscaled. And guess which new Nintendo developed game was the closest to 1080p 60 frames per second in 2017? Super Mario Odyssey with 900p and 50 frames per second. 8 years later, it is time to bring 3D Mario to the next resolution, and the lowest resolution being 1080p 60 frames per second on the undocked 8 inches Full HD LCD display. I can already see how Yoshiaki Koizumi introduces the next level for this franchise thanks to the hardware he has worked equally as much on as the probable general producer. It goes without saying, after the longest break from a new game headed by this man, he is cooking up something special. Let's also remember that the new Mario Kart is redesigning Mario, and even more so Donkey Kong, to look closer to the movie and original art style. And for this alone, we can see that the Mario team is likely hiding a massive secret. Speaking of Donkey Kong, after the big power-up team-up in the Mushroom Kingdom in the Mario movie, it wouldn't surprise if DK has a bigger role to play than a 2D tribute in this upcoming 3D Mario. But we should also probably say $70, like Tears of the Kingdom in 2023. And with that in mind, we have pretty much covered the big 3D elephant in this Super Mario video. It is simply a game that Nintendo and producer Koizumi can properly surprise us with. With new Mario Kart and a new 3D Mario, I wouldn't expect much more Mario in 2025, unless the new optic sensor is there for a special Mario game, that being a revival of Mario Paint, a concept that was first brought up by GameXplain but could serve as a technical example of what this new feature is capable of. It may not be super unless it is Super Mario Paint. Until then, let's move beyond 2025 to hunt other Mario games with Super in its title, where we naturally find another candidate, and maybe even better one for the optical sensor and mouse feature, that being Super Mario Maker 3. Come June this year, 6 years have passed since Super Mario Maker 2. We'll probably go to at least 7, though hopefully not much further than that. And with a 3 in the title, if the Wii U, 3DS and Switch series is continued, what would be more fitting than Super Mario Maker 3D? Reinventing the wheel and giving us the power to complete the Maker Triforce with a game focused on the history of 3D Mario. So 64, Sunshine, Galaxy, the 28.5 million sold copies, Odyssey, and maybe even this new 3D Mario game, whatever it ends up being. Though if we're gonna go for the 3D concept, it is more likely that we're gonna end up with the past games. As if in development, it might be too late to add this new Mario game in Super Mario Maker 3D. And if it isn't 3D but 2D still, it can easily be continued by adding one extra game or template. It could be with a 3D game, as it can always be adapted, as we saw with Super Mario 3D World in Mario Maker 2. And we have Super Mario 3D Land from 3DS. At the same time, I think we're all on the same page. Super Mario Bros. Wonder. But more about that and the backwards compatible title and its successor soon. As first, let's go over potential Mario remakes and remasters. And here I see one candidate above any other if it will not be coming out to the Switch first. The one 3D Mario game still missing on the system, and hence switch to backwards compatibility. Super Mario Galaxy 2, a game that for some reason was not in 3D All-Stars. Luckily, with the Switch 2, we have another opportunity of having all 3D Mario games on one system. Super Mario Galaxy 2, now in upscaled 4K, is definitely something that Nintendo could use to fill in the blanks between new releases. During the Switch generation, we saw Nintendo pull this trick with New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe at the start of 2019, and it was a move that has brought Nintendo nearly 18 million sold copies to date. It goes without saying, a late Wii game like this could become a $50, $60 remake/remaster release on the Switch 2. It could also follow the route of Super Mario 3D World, which added Bowser's Fury in 2021 in order to sell more copies. Who knows, perhaps we could see another, smaller, brand new 3D Mario adventure mid-gen. It could definitely work, and it would be a better option than with 3D Land. Enough 3D Mario talk. Let's use the rest of this video to transition back to 2D, including remakes and remasters, since who knows, New Super Mario Bros. Wii might also get a deluxe version, or maybe even a remake of the original New Super Mario Bros. DS. But the real fun is in a new side-scroller after Super Mario Bros. Wonder. And this game proved multiple things. A brand new game in this style can cross the magical 10 million threshold. As in under half a year, Super Mario Bros. Wonder sold 13.5 million copies, bringing confidence to new levels for the 2D Mario team in Nintendo's native Kyoto. Most of all for producer Takashi Tezuka, who with his young 2D Mario team have brought the genre back in the only Mario way. Better than with New Super Mario Bros. Naturally, next side-scroller Mario of the Wonder is still some time away. In fact, years after the upcoming 3D Mario game and this 40th anniversary. But we will definitely not go another 10 years before getting a 2D Mario success. And I think we could see this one around 3 years from now, around 2028, which could be after a new Mario Maker. Trying to guess this one after the Elephant and Flower Wonder is near impossible, but for one, the game could be a little longer than the 2023 instant classic. Then again, since this is a Super Mario video, there are more games that will have Super Mario and something else in the title. Most recently with Super Mario Party Jamboree, which turned Super Mario Party into a franchise. A new game should not be expected until 2027 at the soonest. but when we look at our previously mentioned Mario calendar of 3D, remaster/remakes, maker and 2D, it fits pretty much perfectly. And finally, we have Super Mario RPG, which is begging for a next-gen sequel. Yes, the return of Peak Paper Mario with the 1000-Year Door last year was a great sign for the future of that franchise. But a successor of Super Mario RPG in proper 3D would be absolutely mind-blowing. Please Nintendo and Square. And on that note, we have covered most Super Mario possibilities before the big reveals for Nintendo Switch 2. Do you feel like we missed something? Not counting the 2026 movie, as well, it's not on the Switch 2, then sound off in the comment section down below. If you haven't already, then be sure to leave a like, subscribe and press the notification bell. Last but not least, a big thanks to all of you for watching until the end, and to all our patreon.com/comearound patrons. Special shoutouts go to Roa producer JC Funk and heroes Cheryl, Garrett Hoy, Holly Wolf, and Kintaro. You rock, and please enjoy one or both of these two awesome videos.